Welcome into the studio, Hardwood fans. I'm your online host, Blake Baker. Postseason basketball is in full swing, and we're here to break it down for you. I'm here with Tyler Corbit, Vinton County reporter. Now, Tyler was out at Logan High School tonight to see the Lady Vikings fall 59-50 to the Lady Falcons of Fairfield Union, and that loss brings their season to an end.
Yeah, Blake, and it was always going to be a tough season for the Lady Vikings, being that they lost all 5 starters from last season. You know, being that they finished the year at 10-13, it wasn't exactly the result Coach Rod Bentley wanted. Being that he started 5 new players this year and not a single senior, you really can't be too disappointed with some of the results they put out this year.
So this game seemed to be a tale of two halves. Talk to me a little bit about that opening half.
Well, the biggest issue for the Lady Vikings all year has been they forced 3-pointers. And now, the first half, they were barely ever taking any threes. They were working the ball around and they were really only settling for layups. They still trailed at the end of the half, but as a whole, they were shooting better, making smarter passes. And then when the second half rolled around and they started to make a run, they wouldn't be able to get inside, and they just immediately fall to taking a deep 3-pointer. I believe the end of the game shooting 5-16 from the 3-point line. You just can't win a game shooting like that against a talented Fairfield Union squad.
So the backbone of this offense all year has kind of been Sammy Jo Thompson. What kind of impact has she had in this game and then all year now that it comes to an end?
Well, at the beginning of the year, she was scoring hot. She played really well against Marietta and Nelsonville York. And then she went kind of cold. She really was more of a defensive presence. But then tonight, she did not want their season to end. She was a force, getting and ones, really never settling for a tough shot, and always playing tough defense. She ended the game with 14 points. She's played a really physical game and made it hard on all of her opponents.
So a year removed from a share of the TVC Ohio crown, this team had a losing record. What did this team learn throughout the course of the season?
Well, Coach Bentley always knew it was going to be tough, when you have 5 new starters. So obviously it wasn't the result that Coach Rod Bentley wanted a year after sharing, a TVC title. But he was still proud of his girls, and it was really obvious how much he cared for this team and how much every single player meant for him. And I'm sure he's glad that he's having almost all of them back next season.
I enjoy it. Our girls are good kids, and they're going to be great people and great citizens in life. Oh, I want to win the league. I know Meg's is coming back solid. Alexander's always going to be there in Nelsonville, so we want to make sure we win the league. And then our ultimate goal is to get, we want to get out of a sectional. So to get our program the next direction, we have to do those 2 things.
Yeah, so a tough season as a whole for the Lady Vikings. Again, having an sub-500 record, but they will return their 2 top playmakers in Sammy Jo Thompson and Cassie Bentley. Thanks a lot for your great work all year long, Tyler. WOUB.org/heroes is your hub for anything Hardwood Heroes, video recaps, online written recaps, any other news and notes you might need about Southeast Ohio basketball. And you can check us out on social media. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Snapchat. You can even follow me at Blake_Baker_21 and see what your online host is up to. That's all we got from the studio tonight. For Tyler Corbett, I'm Blake Baker reminding you to be heroic.